like the
yeah, we
moons on
live.
the
I'm
stars.
doing a whole moon, like, starlight fairy thing this
Oh,
season.
that's cool.
Ooh.
That's the vibe.
As you guys could tell, Ymira's back today.
Mhm.
He lives.
She lives. It lives. How's everybody doing, Calf? I just got off work and everything is super late, and my boss is still texting me about fucking calls. So let's hope that doesn't interfere with anything.
Fuck your boss.
Yeah, if you just want to leave your number for your office, chat can call emergency service calls.
We got the new newness out right now.
Oh yeah.
it's so stupid. I love it. And the best part is, like, we were talking about it before, when people that have no context see it, they're like, what the fuck is that?
It's a new band, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, you don't know?
You don't know about Otter Dream Can? They're like really heavy.
Bro. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna play some D&D. Do we have any announcements, Lou? Lou, I know you wanted to do something. Was that before or after, maybe?
I mean, I'll drop it in here. So I am part of another gaming group. We are focusing on VTM to start off with a new game that is going live tomorrow. I will drop the link in the chat. So if you guys are available at 30 Eastern Standard Time, then you can like, literally my crew right now is like trying to make sure that everything is working. They're going to do a test stream so that when we go live, because it's pre-recorded games. So, but it's a Vampire the Masquerade game, 5e, 5th edition. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I will drop that into the chat.
It's so good too, 5e. It's so fun.
It's a very fun system to play.
I love that shit. I got to play it very sparsely back at the Fox, but other than it was so fucking worth it.
Yeah.
It gets
And
you
that
like
one really hot
anxious.
day at Steve's.
Yeah. Oh my god. I remember actually I had to go home because there was like some guy creeping around my yard.
Yeah, that's right. You left.
So I show up on this like 100-degree day with like no fucking AC in this house in a full Adidas jumpsuit, like just because I want to be in character. So I'm just like, hey guys, I'm here to play nerd games. Like, it was such a stupid idea, but it was worth it. But yeah, I ended up leaving early. As soon as the food got there, as soon as our Chinese got there, I get a call. Hey, there's a creepy guy in the yard. So I had to drive all the fucking way back home.
And shoot him.
Yeah, and shoot him. And shoot him. That's why I went to jail for 6 years. I was in the
That's funny. That's the same day I had to fight a guy in his backyard, right? Said I couldn't be there. Some bullshit. I don't know.
Fucking losers.
That was the day that you took some buckshot to the ass?
Yeah, that's
Wow,
right.
that was you.
Yeah.
Rock salt for home defense.
Yeah. Yep. That's it. Yeah, so you do rock salt and then a real one right after it. So the first one's a hornet shot.
Kidding me? The warning is the slide racking.
That's my favorite sound. I remember we used to play a D&D modern game, and one of our buddies, like, he would always, I kick the door in and I rack around. And I was like, all right, mark an ammo off. You just get one in the fucking chamber.
Just live rounds just getting ejected.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit it's too fun.
There needs to be a magic item, the shotgun of never-ending racking.
It's
Actually waste ammo every time you do it.
Hell yeah. It's if you rack a live round, it automatically reloads at the back of the sleeve, the magazine.
It gives you a +1.
Hell yeah. That's fucking great. You
Only
get like
intimidation checks.
Yeah, you get intimidation checks.
That's it.
Get a +6 to fuck your sister. Too soon. All right, so yeah, we're gonna play D&D sometime today. Without revealing too much, you guys started heading south across the desert. There was a scene where Nimbletooth had opened the door to see what was in the cabin. You saw some things. Then Teddy decided to make a phone call, did some more things, and talked to some deific things. Yeah. More things happened.
Snick turned into her, went into her ghost gem prematurely, because had she seen some of the things, she probably would have just imploded and just, disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
Correct,
probably would have
yeah.
lost her permanently.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes
some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
We are not making the 19-year-old explosives expert the adult of this group. That's all I'm saying.
Oh boy, it might happen. We just
It might.
Carmichael's in charge here.
yeah.
Carmichael, we left him behind.
So
we gotta
after
go back for him. We're gonna have to.
you're gonna have to. I mean, the poor fucking kid who's gonna watch him.
I know,
took
he
his
is gifted after
babysitter.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is gifted. After that whole thing went down, you eventually started to come up to your destination a day early somehow. And off in the distance, Lyra perceived and saw what, and Yezin saw it afterwards, what appears to be a very familiar large black ship in the port of the Coral Horn Wharfs.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's when we'll pick up. Let's get over to the map. Foundry map.
Cornhole Wharf.
Cornhole Wharfs.
The Cornhole Wharf?
That sounds horrible. I love it. Say it again, Lou.
So good.
Yeah, the Coral Horn Wharf.
Cone.
Let's see. We'll put Snick on here. Yeah. So as you guys are kind of pulling up, it's still a ways out. You can kind of see in the distance. Lyra and Yezin just rolled so incredibly well. That's why they kind of noticed and picked things out. But let's put Snick back on here. Oops. There's Snick and Amy. Bloop.
Actually, had the can, right?
No,
No. Actually, the can is down below.
the can is literally resting on and hanging off of the statue downstairs.
That's right.
shit.
The things.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
right.
things.
One of the things, yeah. That's
Jesus Christ.
no.
Good morning. Good morning, Snickerdoodle. Welcome back to the world.
All right, let me switch the music real quick.
Yeah, put on something depressing.
Yeah. Let me get something
something mournful.
real
Yeah.
depressing. So while everyone is on the top deck after kind of being called out, like, hey, there's the wharfs a day early, you kind of hear the familiar hum and buzz of a ghost gem kind of whirring back to life and swirling around in the can and shoots out of the can as
We just hear the can rattling downstairs.
yeah.
Oh.
I probably
Oh,
shouldn't
no.
have left that there.
Oh no, Pixie Cam, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Derp. You got the away screen on right now. Where is
Ah,
What's
whoops.
going on?
it's just a quick overlay so I can just hide it and we're back in. Thanks, Cass. I appreciate that.
There she is.
He's like, no stick on cam. So I was just like, oh, let me put her back on the ship. He's like, oh no, literally we can't see Pixie. Yeah, so you hear the ghost gem knocking around in the can, and as it comes flying out, at the foot of the thing, Snick, you materialize in front of two statues of what appear to be stone mouse folk that are in the same position that you remember from your vision.
Oh, you're a dick.
Well,
Back-
who's really the dick?
Yeah. Right back in the can. See you next week.
Oh no.
How to keep a rat occupied.
Yeah. So you are literally faced with what you saw in the vision of the shape that they were in. When you saw in the vision, they were still flesh and bone, but they're kind of stuck in that position. But now they are solidified stone.
Somebody needs to go downstairs and check on Snick. I can't. I got to steer us into port.
Just loading burden.
Well, you were the one that put her in that position, just so you know.
Fuck.
She's a
Sneak,
grown mouse.
Take the steering wheel. Yes, it's gonna run downstairs.
Yeah, you know. I mean, Sveek was, steering the whole time, just so you know. I was helping. I was learning.
Yeah.
So, but I follow Yezin down there like, oh, here we go. Yeah.
Thump, 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 trip, fall.
Like sliding on your heels down the stairs.
Just dust flying off and asbestos everywhere.
Good idea. I'm gonna need a pair of magic Heelys while we're here in this town.
Theodore, you are staying up top.
Topside. Yep.
Okay,
She's
Lyra,
fine. She's a grown mouse.
are you
It's fine.
are you hanging out with Katani, still doing your book thing? Or are you heading down? Lyra?
Oh, I thought you were still talking to Teddy.
Oh, no,
yeah,
you're
I'm
fine.
staying upstairs too with Katani.
Perfect.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah, well, no, Nippletooth's following you.
I know who's getting smothered with a pillow first tonight.
Oh,
You also, Snick, you notice like strange. It looks like when like wood gets wet and it gets that darker color.
Mhm.
You notice a lot of the wood around here seems like it was wet somehow, but it's not. Like if it was rain, it would have been more towards the door. But there's like splashes of wetness all over this room, but there's no signs of water. It's very, very strange.
That's weird. Can I touch the statues? Like, did it just like, are they like just cold?
Yeah, what you'd imagine like it almost looks like a concrete, like a not necessarily like it was carved out of a stone, but the color is a little weird. Where you in your vision where you saw the sword go in both spots, it's darker around that area, and as it fades out, it's almost like an ombre fade where it's like a darker gray, and then the areas farthest away from that center are a lighter gray.
Like your loving parents, but old and dead.
What better way to mess with an orphan? Give her parents back. Dead and stonified.
I assume you haven't gotten up yet, right?
No, I'm just kind of sitting on the floor, like staring at them.
Yeah, you see, so Yezin and Nimbletooth, as you come down, you see Snick kind of just in front of the statues, like almost like an amphitheater. And you said you had Burden in one hand, your gun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with her gun out.
oh. So you hear weird clicking behind you.
Yeah, Yezin's gonna walk in like, "Hey, buddy, are you all right?"
Just not even looking the gun. Do I look like I'm all right? The gun is just like.
I mean, you're out of your ghost
pointing
gem.
loaded.
I mean, you're out of your gem, so, that's a good sign.
I mean, you were going to see these anyway. Better rip the bandage off quick.
Yeah, that's why he left you there. In the palm of your father.
It was still in the can.
Oh,
It was
sure.
like at the feet, maybe. I set it down and I walked away because I'm an idiot.
Okay. So I finally see my parents. They're dead?
Oh, they look like they're in state. Maybe, their bodies preserved forever.
I mean, their bodies are preserved. There may be a magic that can fix this.
True.
Teddy's already done some extensive magical research on them.
Yeah, but Teddy's God, so now we have Michelle.
What? And then I'm gonna turn around to actually look at you guys for the first time.
Nimbletooth, what does she see?
Nimbletooth looks the same, but he's got this, like the pictures of like the person that is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having grown his nails stupid long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Nimbletooth right now. He's just got these super long, curled, gross nails, and they're like on his hands and his feet.
And his toenails.
And his toenails,
his feet, yeah.
Poking through his boots, debilitating nails.
Yeah, like kind of hobbling him a little bit. That was the weird clicking sound. Now it all makes sense.
What happened to you? Did he go back home?
No.
No.
So turns out that magical bone thing, whatever it was, is actually a wand.
Okay.
And Teddy, or I should say Michelle, has attuned to it, I think.
Yeah, we think it was a success, but it was trial and error. It was a little touch and go there for a little bit.
There were some magics that happened,
Right.
by the fact that Michelle had to hold on to the wand in order to attune to it. And some things have changed.
Probably permanently.
Maybe permanently.
Sure.
Hey, but we got to talk to a god.
Which one?
Dylira?
Do I remember? Which one is that one?
Yeah, you remembered as it's a god of like they call it like the scribe god. It just anything that's ever been written down, they know. They were formed by an argument between two archfey who had a disagreement and they couldn't remember who was right. So just out of necessity, this deity formed to just know all knowledge.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it was like a sliver and or shard of Dylira. But it was a book, and we got to ask some questions that I've already forgotten what they were.
Oh, perfect.
Except for the ones we asked about Nimbletooth.
Oh, shit.
Those are the ones I remember, because those are the ones that are still unanswered.
Yeah, the gods aren't all knowing.
Well, the shard of Dylira could only tell us answers to questions that were physically written down.
Okay.
Because they, I guess, know all knowledge that has been written down. So you lucked out this time, Nimbletooth.
Ah, it's perfect. You can't write. I learn something new every day.
Okay. Well, I don't know. This is...
All right, just take a deep breath.
Maybe
need you.
next time, like, ease me into my trauma. Don't just be like, bam!
Well, sometimes it helps to just rip the bandage off, like Yezin said.
I'm sure absolutely nothing could go wrong. She's like flailing the gun, like, absolutely nothing could go wrong if I go postal. It's fine.
I don't get the reference, but but don't wave the gun around, really. It's a little bit unnerving. Just saying.
Yeah, I would be careful. Probably don't shoot those statues, because if you break them, we probably can't do anything about it then.
Right.
She's like starting to hyperventilate. I need some air.
Okay, well, give her some space. Give her some space. Why don't you come back up top?
Yeah, we're about to come into port here soon.
Yeah, you can
I
meet
should
Michelle.
probably get up there.
Okay. We still haven't really answered what happened to Theo or Michael Bronson or wherever he's going by right now.
Well, you'll see.
Well, there was a transition that took place.
Okay. I'm just gonna like walk in between them and start walking up.
And then Nimble slowly walks behind, clicking and
Click, click,
clacking.
click. Yezin goes back upstairs.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you get up to the top. You see Lyra off in the corner with Katani kind of going over literature and books and brochures and things like that. And where was Michael Smith Bronson?
Oh, he was towards the helm probably, but kind of see what the hell's going on up here. Everyone was shouting that they saw Wani Jahani, and he was saying, "I told you so. My magic went through."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right,
You
that's
come.
right.
You come out the front of the ship and you turn around and you see Zvik driving the boat, steering, with a woman wearing
Nice purple
Michael
hat.
Smith Bronson's outfit.
Yeah, and you like in the purple robes, you just see them sultry curves.
Oh,
She's
no.
thick.
Mm. She turns to show you her bearded face.
Oh!
I cannot leave you guys alone. I can
This
never
one.
go into my ghost gem ever again.
Also, to be fair, I did say trying to contact a god was a bad idea. In my defense.
Mhm.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Oh, hi, Snick.
Start
Did you
with
take
me.
a nap too?
Yeah.
Did you find your parents down there?
Mm.
I'm just gonna point Burden up. Don't play this game. You do
Oh.
not want to play this game right now.
It wasn't me. It was the cat.
You're just sitting like this. She's got a gun.
You wouldn't shoot a lady, would you?
Yes, I would.
I think she has already.
Michelle gets a point of inspiration. You wouldn't shoot a lady, would you?
A bearded lady.
Oh,
I don't remember the beard last time. But
I don't know.
That's perfect.
5 o'clock shadow. It's growing
That's
in.
perfect.
Yeah.
does everyone else look okay? Lyra, yes,
Yeah, I look great.
they all look normal.
I feel great.
He's a few inches
I look
taller.
great.
He's just like up on the curved nails. He's
Look, I grew a couple inches.
Lyra
Actu-
looks a little more wise.
Yeah.
Yevon looks pretty pale. He hasn't had a drink in some time.
Yeah,
He's
that's
starting
true.
to detox.
Well, Snick was here for
Starting
that
to go through
one.
the shakes.
Yeah, he's starting
Yeah.
to get a little fucking shaky.
Well, you actually see, you sense more than you see. There's a radiant magic, kind of a very faint radiant magic surrounding Yezin. And Lyra, you could see like these spectral owl eyes kind of hovering over her.
Yes, everything is fine.
Yezin's off in the corner trying to drink like hand sanitizer to get anything out of it.
Toilet hooch.
Working.
Not going to work, yes.
It's all gonna wear off and it's all gonna have built up.
Oh no.
All right. I'm gonna just prop myself. I'm gonna sit on top of a taller crate so I can see and just pull my flask out and just start drinking.
Yeah, rub it in.
Oh,
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
I can offer.
It would just be a waste.
Don't
So,
even drink it.
yeah.
And somehow this is my own fault.
I told you not to touch it.
Yeah, you
But
touched it
no,
anyway
no.
too.
Well, of course, I know what I'm doing. Of course,
Look, at
everything
the
is
state of
under
everyone.
control here.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, so it's all planned.
Yeah.
Part of my master plan.
Well, either way, I'm gonna go pull us into port. We got a week's worth of work to do and probably days to do it.
And yes, apparently my message got through. We should see Mr. Jahani.
Oh, he is here. I can see his ship.
Yeah.
Did anyone alter the ship's manifest to show that it's in our possession? We good?
Oh,
What if- what if that's-
don't worry, Snick. This is not a place where you need that.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yes, apparently Yezin has some friends here.
it's
What's with the quotations? They're actual friends.
oh,
Yeah.
Gilly.
Yeah,
rock
Yes.
people.
Gilly Handsome.
Handsome.
Gilly Handsome.
All right. Yeah,
That's what he likes to call. If you want to flatter him, call him that, but don't.
Like, is he
But
actually
don't.
handsome, or is just this like a moniker?
It's his own nickname. He gave himself his own nickname.
Oh, that's tacky.
Back in college, it was awful.
he went to
You went to
college.
college?
I didn't go, but I lived there.
Oh,
That makes more sense.
I think
You
you
were just
actually
the
picked
guy
some-
collecting beer cans in the shopping cart. That was when you went to college. You were homeless near a college once. My college years.
They just like show up to the frat parties and just stand there with an empty cup and hope it gets filled up.
Yeah.
Same can that I keep all the dreams in.
Oh, that's why it's resting.
All right,
Well-
yeah. If you guys,
Yikes.
anything else before you go to port?
Lyra? Anything? I mean,
Okay.
she's the one that came out on top here. Apparently.
That's fair.
I'm doing pretty good over here.
Yeah, we know.
Perfect. So let us, as the ship is going, you start to pull into port. Let's. Where is it? Why does it keep going away?
The whole city.
Yeah, the map I keep activating doesn't stay, and it's getting real frustrating. All right, let me find it. This, and we want to go to Coralhorn.
So, well, what is this place? Coral Horn?
And activate. All right, it might take a second. I got these really cool maps from this one of our Patreon that we that I buy, and it's actually really cool. So I'm excited for this. But it might take a second. The maps are just massive that these people make, but they're so
got it.
worth it.
Yeah, just
All right.
fucking 20k maps. Danny's learned nothing.
Jesus
Danny has
Christ.
fucking learned nothing.
No.
All right, guys, we're going to take our 10-minute break now.
Yeah.
So what
The
I'll
map
do
will
is
be loaded by
I'll
then.
switch back over to the PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, switch it up, switch over.
Actually, let's get some different music as well.
Throw some more wood on the fire, Dan. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The highest bit rate you got. Do it.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're dropping frames rates now. Here we go.
Oh,
like it.
sweet.
All right. Get our Wani Juhani Sex Dungeon
Mhm.
music.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right. No people.
Yeah, you don't need us.
Like big maps, and we cannot lie.
Big
Mhm.
maps.
Oh, is there a way to
That's the next shirt.
preload them? I don't know if there is.
Yeah, you could right click the scene and then there's one of the options is preload.
Son of a bitch.
But do that, 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I heard the cat crying like bloody murder out there.
All right.
So he just wanted treats.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't you?
Motherfucker.
Reasonable reaction.
It's one of those cries where you're like, I have to go see what's going on
Yeah.
just in case.
Oh, wow, wow, wow.
He's either hungry or dying. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
There we go.
Big
Whoa.
maps. Big maps.
Mine's still at 87%.
I
Well,
got
90.
nine-
Ooh,
nine-
pretty
I'm
97.
at 97. 97. Get right.
I went 97 back to 89.
97.
I'm at
All right.
95,
98.
97.
Oh my god.
Oh, shit. Coral Horn is one word? What the fuck?
Coralhorn.
Forlorn.
Coralhorn.
Coralhorn.
That is
You
the
can-
worst fucking name, Danny.
You could, no, you could just
Forlorn.
you could just do the Murloc noise.
Oh boy.
Ooh,
Oh.
dope map.
Ah.
Yeah, I think
Dirty.
Okay, all right.
you could see a lot,
Brain
right?
control.
Spaceport.
Whoa,
Yeah, get
yeah,
it.
this looks pretty sick.
Oh,
Coralhorn.
Yo, all of these ships are way cooler than ours. Which one are we
there they
stealing?
are.
Are we the purple one?
No, so your ship is
I want the
off
purple
on a different dock. This is like Gilly's it's where he runs and does like modifications to ships and kind of gets stuff back in. This one over here the larger one with the flaming wings is the Wani Juhani ship that you've seen before, but now it has this giant, massive elemental ring around it that's on fire that keeps it kind of held up in the air.
You son of a bitch! You put us in the future.
No.
They've got force shields.
No, we're going.
If we get chased by laser
now.
bots, I'm out of here.
All right, so check it. Magic doesn't work.
Okay.
We're gonna spend like 3 episodes just running straight, and you're gonna get shot at by lasers. So
Don't worry. In my timeline, this is commonplace, Nippletooth. I'll show
Sounds
you
like a
it.
terrible place to be.
So you'll also notice a giant fucking crab underneath
Right.
the whole thing. So if you zoom out,
Oh shit!
Oh, nice. I don't get the reference, but okay.
you know that that crab. He actually, Gilly used to keep that crab in a small aquarium at the place where you guys did the stuff. Yeah, you could see this massive crab is like grabbing these ships and like picking them up and moving them around and helping them, help dock things and stuff like that. Anything that looks a little futuristic is more steampunky than futuristic. So a lot of gases and weird clockwork things going off. A lot of automations too. You see a lot of Warforged and like auto gnomes and things like that, like these just little shiny things running around, almost like the Star Wars pit droids, just like fixing things and like whirring around and buzzing around. But yeah, so when you come into the sand side of things and then you kind of hop down and you go into the main essentially hangar of this workshop. It's a giant wharf where they kind of bring ships in, fix them, send them out, and customize them. And as you walk in, you actually Yezin, you see this. What you see is what you get: a very small statured, wide dwarf with his fancy hat. The gun instead is a giant wrench. He's fixing on things, but it kind of looks like the wrench is more of a formality, just because his clothes aren't dirty at all. So you could tell, maybe he used to use that wrench a lot back in the day, but now it's more of just kind of like a, he walks with it like a cane. It's more of a significance of like power and esteem, and all the autonomes are doing the things for him. Yeah, so as you walk up, he kind of approaches over to you. Oh, look who we have here. Old Boulder Brains.
Old Handy Hansen over here.
I've heard Handy. Yeah, it's true. Hey, guy, yeah, he's right.
Hey, I hope you gave up your other moniker because you've only gotten uglier. I'm ladies, hello, nice to see you.
Good day, sir.
And he gets a little taken back. He instinctively takes a 5-foot step back on accident. Just miss.
Yes.
He actually starts to approach now that he hears that gravelly voice and sees the beard. It's like, what is your name?
Michelle.
Mimichelle. Oh. Mimichelle, do you have part dwarf in you?
No, nor do I plan on it.
Would you like some?
I said, nor do I plan on it, sir. Step back.
I apologize.
Hey, Michelle, what did we say? Butter him up. Maybe we get a discount.
We just called him ugly.
Yeah, I called him ugly. You got a beard and you got lady bits now. Come on.
Oh, how did you know that?
I just assume. Magic is magic, right?
It's wild magic. We don't know.
I don't know what he did. I'm like I said, I'm guessing. Either way, we need some work done. Some of that good old under the radar work.
You always needed work done.
That's rude.
Is it a lie?
No, it's not.
Thank you.
We have a ship that is only rated for sand, and we need it rated for water too.
Well, we have 2 ships.
Just kind of peeks.
Well, we
behind
could
you.
probably sell the small one. We don't need the small one too.
Or we sell both of them.
Maybe
Yes, I
buy
want
a
that
new
one. He points to the purple one.
Oh, wait, which is the purple one? No,
Top right.
no,
Top
you want
right.
the one with the bat wings.
Yeah, I want the bone one. That,
Absolutely. No, look at
Wait.
the eyes. Look at the style on the purple one. Look at the grace.
Spotted by bandits a mile away.
Yeah.
Yes, and they'll be afraid.
Afraid of that floofy ship?
Yes.
No.
Look,
I don't think so.
I'm going to let y'all know right now. That's kind of typical of what you're going to see once we go further south.
What, that floofy one?
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
You're gonna see ships of every shapes and sizes. Some of them just look like a regular swan. You ever see those swan boats? It just looks like those just going across the sand. It's stupid. I don't get it. But rich people do as rich people do.
Could we just take the crab?
Crabbentine? We can't take Crabbentine.
Hey, easy. Nub Nub is not for sale.
Nub nub.
Nub, yes, Nub Nub.
Hey,
Still treating you all right? Or at least hasn't killed you yet, I see.
Kind of like pulls up a missing digit. There's one time. That's it though.
Well, was he still young?
Yeah. Well, hey, what are you gonna do? You know?
oh, I mean,
I'm surprised he hasn't left you and run back to my family's estate yet.
estate?
He kind of like leans over. He's like,
Grove, estate, I guess whatever you want to call a large patch of sand.
he kind of like leans in. He's like, I told Nub Nub that it got swallowed by the sea of silt, so he didn't run away again. Don't fucking say anything.
You realize who you just told that to, right? How many times have we sold Nub Nub to you already?
Oh, what is a nub?
That giant crab!
That's alive?
It's clearly
Yeah.
it's alive. It's moving
Obviously.
those
It's moving the ships around. How else do you move large ships around?
Oh, I zoomed out. Dude, I was looking at this. I was looking at the back of the second ship. I thought everyone was talking about this thing.
Oh, the admiral.
Yeah, I was like,
Nope. There's a giant fuck all crab.
oh, so yeah. Michelle notices this for the first time. And yeah, guys, do you control that beast?
He controls himself. Yeah. It's my buddy, you know.
You have to train them early to be able to work with people, things. Or else you try to train them too late in life and they're already just too wild.
Well, old Boulder Brain over here would have been a good handler if he didn't get kicked out of school. But look at him now.
I do like that boulder brain. Yes,
You still think I went to that school? My parents kicked me out and I lived on your couch. I just told you I was going to the school. I was just lucky I found your roommate and made him not want to go to school.
Oh, poor Jeffy.
He wasn't good at it anyway. He would have done as good in school as I would have.
Listen, let's not bring up old Jeffy, because old Nub Nub kinda.
Did you have Jeffy working for you?
Well, there was a thing, and then we got in a fight. Nub Nub got involved, and that's
Did Nub Nub eat Jeffy?
Nub Nub ate Jeffy. Yeah.
Oh.
Jeffy was a dick anyway.
Yeah, fuck Jeffy. But we just don't bring it up because it makes Nub Nub sad.
Oh, they shouldn't have eaten him.
We probably had a gumming. Jeffy was kind of a piece of shit.
Jeffy was a piece of shit.
Yeah, just Nub Nub feels
Jeffy's the
bad, though.
one that, like, after a few weeks, he's like, Yesin, you gotta get out of here. You gotta get a job, all that shit. You know, those real piece of shit moves.
You can't sleep on the couch for free.
Well,
What an asshole.
anyway, are we going to Wadi's ship?
Yes, we should. I've requested an audience with Mr. Jahari, expecting us.
What? When did you do that?
Yes, when I cast my spell on the ship.
He didn't say anything about expecting nobody.
How would he tell you? It's between us.
Oh. And he was probably expecting a different person.
Is Nub Nub hungry at all?
I don't know. You can ask him.
Because I got a loudmouth bearded lady that might need to be eaten.
Yeah.
But eat this. And he grabs his, grabs his dick.
Gilly,
I'm not sure I like Michelle.
Michelle's a dick.
Gilly kind of leans into Yez and he's like, "Hey, do you think I got like a shot with Michelle?"
A few hours ago, Michelle was Michael. And then I don't know how long this magic lasts. It was something fucked up, but honestly, he's gotten real full of him, or she's gotten real full of herself after, becoming a woman. Not in the way that you're thinking of. Stop that. I see that look in your eye.
I kind of like it a little more that it was a couple hours ago. He's a guy, now he's a girl, maybe a guy again. We don't know.
It's fair enough. I'll put in a good word.
I appreciate it.
Can we get a discount?
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, how much is it going to take to retrofit this ship? And like Yezin points to over where their ship is.
Are you pointing to the flying vulva or the skiff?
Oh, the vulva, of course.
He like
Volvo.
The Vlufa, as Yezin kept calling it.
You can kind of see that there's like fucking Adam Schrodinger schlong. It's schlong both there and not there until it's observed. Yeah, you actually see there's a lot of like automations already kind of inspecting the ships and looking at them and almost like taking an inventory of what is going on structurally. He's like, where did you get those?
They're mine.
They're not
That is
yours.
not true.
True.
We procured them from a certain individual who no longer has need of them.
What'd you steal it from Galen Drench? It says the Flying V on the back of it.
Guys, you knew him?
There's a fucking
What?
mallard on the top.
Well, he does not need it anymore.
Yeah,
Seeing as he is dead and lost in hell. Probably.
He was a dick anyway.
Yeah, we
Yes.
off them.
Sure was.
That right.
We
It's
off them,
quite-
and we're here to collect the reward. Now, where do we go for that?
Yes.
Well, I
He
don't know.
was a stupid idiot.
Tell Ralad probably. I don't know if he has a bounty or nothing.
He did not. At least I don't believe he did.
We're not going back there.
Yes, no, we just took the initiative.
We'll collect it some
Speaking
other
of
time.
Tel Ralad, that skiff you might want to break down into parts and pieces and scatter them into the wind, if you catch my drift.
Oh,
Yeah.
just take it apart and use it for other ones.
Yeah, the
Yeah, that's what scattering into the wind means.
Oh. I
the
don't
auto
know this talk.
gnomes.
Yeah,
The
skip
auto-
up, Nimbletooth.
Skip
Shut up.
talk.
Mike didn't know either.
Shut up, Michelle.
It's
yeah, the-
Mimichel to you.
Oh yeah, Michelle. Yeah.
Yeah, the auto gnomes. They say it's from the fucking museum. That's weird.
Well, that skiff is the one we stole, not
Well-
Atticus's.
Well, we don't know that.
oh
okay,
no,
sorry,
yeah, you're right. You stole a fancy one. I remember that now.
A
Yeah.
random.
Yeah.
chilling.
They were ticketing our skiff, so we stole a different one.
That's right. I remember that now.
As you do.
He's like, boy, where'd you guys get that one? You got it from a pretty highfalutin.
Yes, that one's mine too.
That is not true.
He let you guys borrow it, or are they going to be looking for this thing?
They're going to be looking for it, I guarantee you.
Okay. All right. Well, you know the deal. There's like 20% off the top just to get these things flipped into parts. So
Well, the big one we don't want flipped into parts. We want that retrofitted and probably changed so it's not recognizable.
Yeesh. Fuck. How?
Or do you have a ship that we could just fucking buy?
Like the purple one over there. The one over there. And he
We
points to
need-
the
Yeah,
purple.
no, not the purple.
Not the
Yeah, it's not. Of
We
course
need
it-
one that's amphibious.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe if you offer him a kiss, we could get the purple one and Michelle.
Yeah, but Michelle, make yourself more,
What?
make yourself a little more,
Hey,
No. Let's be reasonable here.
That purple one looks pretty nice.
hey, Gilly, did anyone happen to set up a What Ails You here in town?
no. They're
No, not yet.
franchised. Yeah, you gotta buy one. They got the franchise lockdown.
Damn.
No.
I was gonna say you could have had your in by taking Mimichelle out to a What Ails You. Mimichelle really likes What Ails You.
Hang on 1 second. One of my auto gnomes are talking to me. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm playing a game now, so
Disembodied head.
we're gonna.
She's wearing green, probably.
yeah.
Yeah, so Daddy's playing a game, so I
can
can't
do some
really
work on
too
the
much, but
auto
as long
gnomes
as you
for
don't
some money off the
say
top.
anything, okay, you as long as you don't say any words,
Any repairs?
okay.
Oh. Yeah, maybe a barter.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, hold on, don't touch that. 1 second. Touch this.
Stream goes off.
Technical difficulty.
don't lose those, baby. Yeah, so listen, if you want, so those ones are both they that's a silter version, so you could go on the water, you can go on the sea, the silt, you can go on the Larumi Desert, doesn't matter. They don't fly yet. Working on it. We haven't got any of that stuff in from Obsidious, but eventually they could. But yeah, I mean they're all pretty comparable. They'll do the same things. It's just depends what.
The matter of style.
Well, that too, but we could outfit them differently depending on your needs. Each ship has you could put a different hull on it. You could put some sails on it. So we got that. It's like, I cut you a deal. It's like 50 grand, like 50,000 gold. That's all.
Hey, what? Again? Say again?
Like 50,000.
Mom,
Listen, I'd sell them.
Michelle.
One more second, let's go.
What?
What about both of them?
All right, baby. Let's go upstairs,
Just give
okay?
them both ships. We'll trade it for one.
Okay.
Yes.
So you want
These
to go
two
upstairs?
for the purple one.
Can I have a kiss?
That seems reasonable.
Baby, please. Daddy has to finish his game.
Look, we need a ship. I don't care what
Right,
it is
baby.
at this point.
Babe, can you grab the baby?
So,
Yeah, we're definitely going to be trading
Can you go
in
upstairs,
these
please?
ships.
Baby, you
Well-
can't say anything, okay?
Jimmy.
What kind of trading value do we got going on these other two skiffs we got here?
Oh, they're in premium condition.
Yeah.
And one of them's from
they're
a museum,
unharmed.
apparently, or something.
That was one more second.
Hold on. Baby, you can't talk if you're going to sit down here. You just have to be
Technical
quiet.
difficulties.
That's it. She's the DM now.
That's right.
Okay, you want to go,
Yeah.
please?
How much, kid?
Here, I'll give
Let
you
her
this
roll
mushroom.
for it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Oh,
Here,
she's
I'll
rolling.
get you another
Oh,
one.
she
Try to
dropped
kiss.
it. If she drops it, it's free.
Rocks fall, you all die.
Give
Mushroom.
me
There you
that,
go.
Dad. I'm out of here.
Yeah. You just got scammed, bro.
I gave her a clay mushroom to go away. Yeah, so listen, if you want to trade them in, after I'm gonna have to chop them up and make them go away. I could get you like 30 grand towards one.
All right. Well,
Well, I mean, two for one seems reasonable.
And a date with Michelle.
right.
Well, now,
And some repair work on your auto gnomes?
Yeah. Snick here
Yes.
could do some repairs for you.
yes, and Yezin will sweep the entire dock.
I
That's
could
not
get your books in
happening.
order.
And we've got some stuff that we could sell. We'll make up the difference. We'll be good.
Yes.
You hear, let me find it. Yeah, hold on. You hear from over his shoulder. Just have to grab it. You hear a hey, wanted you friend wanted Johannes over here. Hey, what and he sees his daughter. He's like, oh, Kitani.
Wani!
Yes, glad to see you got my message.
Future father-in-law!
Thanks for the follow, gentlemancer. Message? What do you mean message? And he's like, just kind of walks past you over to Kitani.
Be quiet. Yes.
He like kind of looks over. She's like, I've never talked to this guy, but he's like gives his daughter a hug, and he's kind of catching up. And he's like, hey, what are you doing here, Kitani? She's kind of like explaining a few things here and there, and pretty much giving the recap of like she was framed. You guys pretty much broke her out. You know, this, that, the other thing, that you just killed Galen Drench, the guy that was framing her. Yada yada. So he's like, he kind of like has his arm around her, and he like turns around. And he's like, "You saved my daughter, did you?"
Sure did.
He's like goes to Gilly. He's like, "I will cover whichever ship they want."
Yes, the purple one it is. Thank you very much, Mr.
Ah,
Darby.
the bone one,
Absolutely
the one
not.
with the bat wings and the bone.
We are we're taking that large middle one with the flaming wings. That's the one.
Bonnie Johanny, even everybody just like laughs, like guffawing, like, oh, he bumped his head. He bumped his head. Yes, that's my ship. You don't have to take my ship.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, he's quite stupid. Yes, yes.
Well, I'll say that because as your future son-in-law, I might inherit it.
He kind of just like
Speaking of
looks
which,
at
I
Katani,
want
like,
to ask your permission to marry your daughter.
Whoa.
What?
Right?
But things just got weird. As a bearded me.
Not right now. We haven't agreed on anything, but in the future, if we can't get in touch with you, maybe if things work out.
Katani kind of like pipes up, like, listen, Yezin, do you know what my middle name is?
Oh no.
I do not.
Do you know like what I like to eat?
Well, I said in the future, if things work out, like we got some road bumps to figure out.
Figure on a date.
I mean, you were just framed. I didn't want to like come off as trying to like be some sort of rebound to getting framed out of Tel Ralad. I wanted to give you your space, then maybe see if you wanted to go. What do you like to do? Maybe we go do something you like to do.
Finally, you get around to asking her something. And,
like the
say it in
anniversary.
coherent
Everyone's got the
language.
courage. I mean, how long are you going to wait to ask her out?
Shit going on.
Finally.
We have
Chicken shit.
going on.
I'm running over to Lyra.
The last thing you hear is me, Michelle, you pussy.
In that voice is terrible. It's like, ugh. It's terrible.
What is Snick saying?
I'm like looking at Lyra, just going, what the hell? And then I'm gonna run over to her and go, is this how you like get a man? Or a woman?
This is so exciting.
All I'm saying is Yezin has dumped intelligence and charisma.
That's fair. So she's like, I mean, how about first let's uncurse my family name and bloodline. I would like to get that done first. It's been a rough 400 years. And then after that, maybe we could go to What Ails You and see what that's about.
It's a good choice. Good choice. Yes.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, she is, totally.
I mean, I was already planning on helping you get your family uncursed. That's
But
yeah, that's the thing we're doing already.
That's just kind of the order of the things I would like to do. Like, remove my family curse from the land and reclaim our ancestral heritage.
You guys have
And-
something in common.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, you're both cursed.
yes.
Perfect. Yeah, that in common. Perfect. I mean, most of us are. And that's how life is. In general.
No, it's quite irregular.
Is it?
Not very
Yes.
common. Not very
Yeah,
common.
not very common at all. You're all freaks. Yes.
I mean,
Freaks, look at you.
It's
he
also-
points a curved finger.
It's also
Her finger. You're the freak.
No, you are.
Through the beard, moving the beard out.
it's also a lot more in common than that. You know, Jin and Genasi, beginning of time, they were one and the same.
Oh,
dude.
you're a Jinnasi? That's awesome.
Well, I mean, after thousands of years of, you know, diverging off.
How old are you?
Well, not me, like my race. You're supposed to be the smart one.
We're talking about thousands of years.
Yeah.
I don't know what you are. Doesn't
Yeah, well, that's a blink of an eye for a time
Thousands of
traveler like
years of,
yourself,
like,
right?
Well, genetic
That's why I can't keep track.
Whatever that is, evolution or
Yes,
something
I've-
like that.
Yeah, I've seen it happen firsthand. No big deal.
Revolution?
Evolution.
Yes,
Oh, I don't know what that is.
it's bullshit. Ignore him.
We all know.
Pistol with me, Michelle, real soon.
One of Johnny speaks up. He's like, yes, and it was a good point. This is why the Celestials hate us so much and lock us out from our lands, because the Genasi and the Jinn, we are the creatures of chaos, and they need laws and order. So,
I mean, it's the same reason that they, you know, dug up this water and buried the silt. Now the Bandor wastes are wastes and not the glorious sprawling hills and lush greens that it used to be.
he's got the point. He's smart. I like you.
Yeah,
See,
you're making good
somebody
points.
says I'm smart. I'll take it.
I say you're smart all the time. Does it not matter coming from me?
I may have forgotten that anybody else has ever
Everybody's
said
like
it.
looking around like, what?
I would try to remember it if I was smart at all. Shit.
You seem pretty smart to me for being pretty dumb, so it's
I don't
okay.
I don't know. I always thought that Sveik was the smartest.
Zvik is the smartest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he pretends to not be able to communicate with us all the time, so that we leave him alone.
What are you talking about? I understand him just fine.
Yeah, so can I. Yeah.
Hey, I saw that eye roll.
But sometimes it gets loose.
It gets loose.
Well, I suppose we do have to pick one of these ships, but you know, since we can't have Wani's, as he said, I do agree that we take the purple one. It looks the coolest.
Oh, what?
You know what he is? I think he is smarting up.
The bone one looks so much cooler and more threatening.
Exactly.
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 So you're trying to be non-threatening?
Yes, we passed undetected. We slip through, and when they least expect it, we attack.
So here's another thing I'll
There
say
are no laws
about
in the desert.
the Sea of Silt. The more aggressive your ship looks, the more you're probably going to get attacked, because that's just what bandits do. Bandits out there are dumb, and they don't go after the fanciest looking ships. They go after the most aggressive looking ones, because they know those are the ones that aren't going to report them.
That seems very counterintuitive to being a bandit lifestyle.
Yeah, what kind of bandits are we
A
talking
lot of
about?
people aren't doing it for the banditry. They're doing it because it's fun and like
Yes.
turf wars and shit like that.
The
Sand
drama.
force. Sand credit. Sand
What was
credit.
that? What was that, Lero?
The drama.
Oh. Well, bragging rights.
Yes. So, well, then it's decided.
Fine.
There it is.
I mean,
You'll come to love it.
I am partial to purple. I will
See?
say.
Already improving.
Looks good against my skin.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So, with that, I am clicking on OBS and moving shit when I should be clicking on Foundry because they look the fucking same.
Let's click Twitch.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, just the stream.
are you guys going with the purple one? Is that what you've decided? Because I can move you over to it together.
Oh,
This
Eh.
purple one.
Oh, would you please, Danny?
Fuck you.
So is he buying it outright for us, and then we get to
Fuck yeah,
sell
I'm
the
outta
other
here.
ones, or is he
Just
just?
try to catch me.
It's so difficult.
Nub, don't eat me.
Yeah, well, for the price of trading it in, like trading the two in, whatever you're short, he's covering.
Gotcha. Here I was thinking that we were about to get like a 30,000 gold payday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll walk. Fuck it. We'll send 50,000 gold.
You should be able to put yourselves on the ship if you want. There's a whole Mount Up app that I have to figure out how it works. Like it's an add-on where you select yourself and the ship, and you can mount on the ship, so that way the ship stays on a lower plane, so you're not constantly cycling. We'll figure all that out after, but
This ship doesn't have sails. This has fans,
yeah, it's got like
propellers.
two blimps on the back, two blimps on the front, and like it always has this. You could see here these like magical plumes. It's almost like what's powering the engine.
Beautiful.
The magic ship.
So what Yezin, what you know about these ships is they are there always has to be a captain essentially attuned to the ship. It doesn't go against your attunement slot for like a magic item, but in order to be powered, a captain has to be attuned to it, and it works very psionically. So a lot of the stuff is the captain deciding how to do things psychically. Like, so you do physical things, but you could do more manipulations with psychic energy and psionics. So as you get up to the ship, Gilly's like, all right, well, he's buying, so how do you want it outfitted?
Top of the line, everything.
With
Ready
that,
to go. We want speed. We want durability. We want damage. We don't know what we're going against. We want everything.
Thanks.
Fucking rims.
My father-in-law's paying for it.
In my skiff.
All right, so there's a couple. You're gonna have to make a couple decisions. It's gonna be hard. You could always eventually change it out later, but that's gonna cost money. Essentially,
Money is no object, friend.
it's that PDF that
That's
I
a
had
lie.
sent. Yeah, it's fair. You know, I can put it in the Discord after, but it is in the Discord. So it's the PDF that has to do with ship battling that I made up and upgradable ships. So you get to pick a hull, a sail, prows, a blessing, and a type of weapon. There's also a bonus thing that we'll go over, but all right, so we'll start with the hull. What kind of hull do you want? There's a dark iron hull, which gives +2 to AC as a reaction, which is the reaction of the captain. You call on the mythical strength of the dark iron, and the ship gains resistance to all damage, except for radiant, for your proficiency bonus amount of rounds. You have a cosmic hull, which does a +2 attack. Like, so the first thing's static. The dark iron automatically gives you a +2 to your ship's AC all the time. The cosmic hull is a +2 to attack all the time. As a reaction, you unlock the power of Starfire for your proficiency bonus rounds. You can do proficiency bonus amount of D6 radiant damage to the ship weapon attack. So essentially, you power up the ship's weapon attacks with proficiency bonus of damage, and then a living hull. The speed reduction from damage, you can't go below 50%, and as a reaction, you can start healing the ship of proficiency bonus D10s for proficiency bonus rounds. I'm gonna just refer to it as PB, so I don't have to keep saying proficiency bonus.
Yeah, peanut butter rounds. Yep.
Yeah, peanut butter rounds.
Yeah.
So do you want the one that gives you more AC and resistance to damage, more attack and more powerful guns, or one that can't be slowed below half and you could heal itself?
Well, we've got an engineer on board, and we have Lyra, who can apparently just erase people from existence. So I think we go with Dark Iron Hull.
Agree.
Yes.
Yeah, this is definitely like
choice.
a town hall meeting. He's kind of sitting there like with a little clipboard, and you guys could he's asking your opinion, so you could definitely all decide as a group.
He's on roller skates. He's chewing gum. He's annoyed that you're here.
The
What do you
sign
want,
out,
Han?
the sign out front changes to Johnny Rockets. All the Odo gnomes get like the little hats and bow ties, and they're all silver and red. Okay, so you want to do a Dark Iron Hall?
Dark Iron Hall.
Yes.
Cool. Let me write this down.
They say
Just-
the best defense is a good defense.
Right you are.
Yes.
1 second. I was so prepared with working all day. All right. So we're going to do Dark Iron Hall. Then we get a set of sails. There's the sails of the Lantern King, Spiderweave sails, and Celestial sails. The Lantern King, the captain ignores visual impairments within 30 feet of the ship, magical darkness, pretty much anything like that. Doesn't matter. Anything that obfuscates vision, you can still see within 30 feet of the ship. As a bonus action, you can all enemy ships and combatants within sight roll saves, attack rolls, and sight-based skills at disadvantage for PV rounds. So that's like a good, versatility one. Then you have the Spiderweave sails. It gives you a flat extra 10-foot move speed. As a reaction, you activate the sails. The next 3 sailing maneuver checks made before dawn are at advantage, but the advantage is rolled with 3d20s instead of 2. And then, which is kind of like that elf archery
Open
thing.
accuracy.
Yeah, it's like elven accuracy, but for driving the ship, so you can do cool shit driving. And then Celestial sails, you add a proficiency bonus of a damage threshold, because all the ships come with a damage threshold to begin with. So you add your proficiency bonus to the threshold. This one, you sprout wings and can levitate, ignoring all difficult terrain and hazards for proficiency bonus rounds.
I think Spiderweave, because I think movement is better for us. We want to go fast.
Yeah.
On the same page.
Cool.
Yes, I agree with sails. These are all fine options, but yes, speed is good.
You can see the auto gnomes start coming out. Now they're starting to assemble things and do things real quick, and it's actually kind of bizarre. It's almost like they're reproducing a little bit, but like it's almost like time is warping a little as these things are reproducing, and like essences of them are just kind of going around the ship in these like ghostly manner and putting things on. It's pretty cool. The prow.
Go help, but also keep an eye on. So like anything for future, I have a slightly better idea.
Sure, 100%. The prow. So at the front of the ship now, you get to decide what hangs off the front. A bell of the dead, which is like, when the ships are kind of going, you hear the bell, bing, 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 bing. That's kind of what I imagine what it would be. But this one's like real spooky sounding. All undead within 100 feet glow, and like they glow this like iridescent light. So they have disadvantage on stealth checks. You guys gain advantage on spotting them, and invisible undead glow. So it's much harder for them to be invisible. You can activate the magic, and all the undead within the range that are glowing take PV D6 radiant damage, and then the bell cracks until dawn. Dragon's Head is pretty much a dragon's breath weapon. You can pick which one, except the damage is 2 times your proficiency bonus. Yeah, 2 times your peanut butter in D6s in a 100-foot line straight out in front of you. And then Hammer and Anvil. Your ship is resistant to ramming damage, and all ramming damage caused by your ship is vulnerable against the other ship. So you essentially do double damage as you ram shit.
I'm thinking either Dragon's Head or Hammer and Anvil.
I like the Dragon's Head.
Dragon's Head it is.
Yes. No point putting ourselves in harm's way if need be.
Sure.
Dragon's Head. It's a pretty cool like iridescent dragon's head too. So at the time you can assign which essentially damage that you're which element of a dragon you're using, and then it's used up for the day. And then you get a blessing.
Blessing of Sentience. I'm just going to cut you off. That's 100% Blessing of Sentience. Fuck it. Don't even tell anybody else what The other options are
What do you want? What do you want to talk to the ship for? I mean, we could have unlimited food and rations. We could sell food and rations at ports of starving people.
So,
blessing of sentience. It can literally pilot itself.
Infinite money.
We're already making good money.
Are we?
Yeah, if we didn't need a ship, we could have just made 30 grand. We can go out there and get a few more ships, sell them off. Come on now.
Yes, this is quite lucrative business.
Yeah.
For the chat, there's 3 blessings. Blessing of the Everwell, you always have essentially food and water. You don't have to worry about rations. Blessing of Sentience, it becomes an intelligent item. You have a telepathic link with the captain, can understand simple commands, but it responds with emotions, not words. And then Blessing of the Smuggler, essentially you have an extra dimensional portal in the ship's hull that it grows in size as your proficiency bonus goes up. So it's like a smuggling thing. It's a cube too, so it's all dimensions. So it's 5 plus your proficiency bonus, length times width times height, and it just keeps getting bigger.
Can you breathe in there?
It's just like a bag of holding.
Okay, no, can't breathe in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
God damn it, Alex gonna be in my fucking office. Alright. I'll be in my hole.
Blessing of sentience, like it can control itself and come to where we need it to come, and that way somebody doesn't have to pilot it if we're getting attacked either. It just makes logical sense.
Obscura with the raid.
Hey.
Perfect timing too, because we're literally doing some homebrew, building them a customized ship. They're outfitting it as we speak. But yeah, so you are pitching that you get the Blessing of Sentience. Anyone else?
What is that? What, do you want to flirt with the ship the whole time? What's the point, Yesin? You need friends? You need a friend, Yesin?
It can literally pilot itself. Somebody doesn't need to be at the helm.
Well, but if you're already on the ship, you might as well be.
But if we're not on the ship, it can pilot itself.
Oh, he looks the handsome. How far can you? How far is that range?
I mean, it's pretty within sight. I don't know. I haven't really tried it too far, but I'm sure the stronger the bond becomes, you could probably do it from pretty fucking far away.
Yes, I can see your point now, Yesin.
If Yezin wants sentience, let Yezin have sentience. None of us are going to be able to drive this thing, so.
It makes me closer to being Wani.
So
I'm
cool.
fine, yes.
You see Wani kind of
You
lean
forgot
back.
how cool he is.
It's fair. He leans back after hearing that and rubs his tummy. He's like, and you see the ship mimic that. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, sentience. All right, we got 2 more things. One that you know of and one that I saved to not tell you guys. Now, essentially, pick a weapon. Do you want ice ballistas that do all the damage is the same? It's just if you want piercing ice damage, fire bludgeoning damage, or lightning slashing damage. One is ice ballista, one is flame cannons, and one is lightning rods.
Yes. Well, piercing would be nice to pierce the hulls, but you could also smash them. Slash
and
the
light them
sails.
on fire.
Well, are they all iron hulls like ours? You gotta look
Not all
certainly.
the ships are out there. Like there might be ships that are just like wood.
Yes.
Ice feels pretty versatile, though.
I don't hate the idea of it. I like all of these. It's just which ones can we not replicate ourselves?
I mean, we have the dragon head, so theoretically we could duplicate any element.
That's true. Yeah, I think ice. I like the idea of piercing. That way we can pierce hulls and
Yes, and people. Yes.
yeah, and people. Well, I mean, you can bludgeon people and slash people too.
I mean, but Lyra's really good at piercing people with ice.
Yes, I think we're proficient
On a
with ice.
smaller scale.
We should stick to what we're good at. Stick
Ice,
to our strengths.
yeah, the ice ballista sounds good with me.
Cool. Ice ballista. You see them just massive fucking ballistas that are starting to line the edge as they start to be built into existence from these little creatures that are all over the ship.
Looks good with the purple.
Yeah, it really does. The dark iron also, once they put it on, the purple went a few hues darker, so it's like a much more richer, like lavender.
It's sultry.
Michelle's not gonna fuck my ship, is she?
Oh, you jealous already? It's been sentient for a minute. And you're already jealous.
Oh, this is gonna be
Yes.
a long...
So what if it likes me better?
It won't.
Have you thought of that, Yasun?
No one likes you better.
You're stupid.
And
At least people like me. God damn it.
he's Gilly kind of comes over and he's like, okay, and what kind of crew do you want?
Bolson.
A what?
Bolson.
Oh no, you can pick whatever job you want on the. I'm saying,
Yes.
what kind of crew do you want? Do you want goblins?
Bolson.
Do you want auto gnomes? What do you want?
No goblins, please, God, no
Autonomes,
goblins.
autonomes.
What are the options?
Yes, let's
You
hear.
tell me. I got this bag over here, and I pull out whatever you want. It's the same thing, and it just looks like however you want it.
Can we do
Snick could fix
otters?
Autonomes.
Otters?
God.
We could do otters, right?
They are aquatic.
Otter gnomes? What?
We could do mechanical otters.
Or like otter people.
Yes, musk folk.
Bless you.
Listen, I got a otter wild folk family down around the corner that'll come and pilot this thing, no problem.
Do they bite?
If you want them to.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. Ah, me and old Gilly still on the same page.
Yes, they would be on our side, though. Yes. Yes.
They're our
Yeah,
crew.
Yeah, it's just magic. It's just it's
Yes,
a fucking
yes,
spell.
Yes,
It
we'll
does-
take the otters, thank you. He just kind of leans in and nibbles with the most powerful creatures.
Oh,
we
Nimbletooth's
take the
not there.
otter folk.
Nimbletooth actually walked away.
100%.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, he went up the stairs here.
Yeah, whoever's near me, Michelle.
What was Snick saying?
Oh, she's just pressing for the mechanical otters.
Won't they rust?
She can fix them
Engineer!
and make them cooler.
Can we have mechanical otter folk?
Yeah, I don't know what you guys don't understand. It's a fucking magic spell. You tell me what you want, and I just make it.
Is that what we're mechanical otters? We in agreement?
Yes,
Yeah. Mechanical otters.
that's fine. Let's compromise.
Yeah, so the things that are on the ship that are like real gear-driven automations start to slowly kind of morph into these like piratey looking metallic otters, like brasses and coppers. They don't look very patchwork. They kind of look like essentially very finely done creations that are just happen to be metallic. So instead, it's like if Snick was a metallic creature, it kind of looks like, you know, like that feel, a wild folk that's just metallic.
You hear the Terminator soundtrack start.
I just read that too, and I'm like, yes! They're all played by Robert Patrick.
And congratulations, Skynet is now aware.
Yep.
Perfect.
I've named
We
the
named the
ship
ship Skynet.
Skynet.
No.
I was just gonna say the last thing you need to do before all the magic comes to life is you have to name the ship before it can move.
Oh,
I was
got
going to
it.
name it the Otter Slide, but
I was gonna say the purple peen.
P. That's it.
Yes.
Oh.
we have to live with this forever. We have to be more subtle about our dick references.
Except we're getting rid of the flying Volvo, okay?
Gilly is like, to be fair, everything can be changed except the name. That is the one, you know.
Once you name something, you can't change that name. That's bad luck for a sailor.
It's a one true name. You know how shit works around here. Once you know it's one true name, you have control over it. So.
Cirrhosis of the river.
Oh, shit.
The Grand Mystique.
Grand Mystique.
Oh, the Carmichael.
Carmichael.
Yeah. Carmichael Express.
The Car Michelle.
Michelle.
In the meantime, while you're thinking about that, Nimbletooth
Arguing vigorously about that.
Just
yelling at each other all the
bickering.
time. Yeah.
bickering. Nimbletooth,
Beast
what
of
are you
Purden.
doing? Purden. To be fair, what we'll do is we'll take a break. You guys can ponder it because names are pretty tough. So I don't
Yeah.
want to I don't want to put you under the gun.
I feel like we make a poll and tell people to give us money for votes, and then it's gonna be Bodie McBoatface.
No.
Oh,
Damn it.
totally.
God damn it.
Well, actually, we could do a mod poll. We could start coming up with things, but then it's in the mod's hands, and we don't want to do that. But, yeah, it's a Nimbletooth. What are you doing at the top of the steps?
He was just kind of wandering around, and he came up to the top here, and then he's like, oh, he could kind of see out, but then now there's this door here, and the door is locked. He can't get in, so he was gonna.
Should be unlocked.
Oh, is it? I tried walking past, and it didn't let me. So.
Oh yeah, left click on the door and it should open.
Oh, look at that. He just kind of walks in. It's just like, it's telling me I can't.
Would he crash into something? Let me
Yeah.
see. I'll just boop.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he walks in there and he's just like checking it out. He's
Yeah,
he's not so interested in all the boat talk and all the boat things. It's like, ugh, whatever.
You see a large map of it goes from the Larumi Desert all the way up to where it starts in right below the Goldwind Expanse, and then comes all the way down the Larumi Desert. You see Tel Ralad, you see the Kashin Strait, and then all the way to the bottom of the Bandor Waste. So essentially, the main hub of where all the sand ships would be with all the ports, and you can see these little hundreds and hundreds of these tiny little markers just kind of moving around on the map.
Oh, they're like actively moving.
Yeah, very, 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 very slowly, but yeah, it appear like they're moving. You could see like it's not a physical flat map. It's kind of raised up a little bit, like almost like one of them topographical maps.
Yeah, okay.
It's definitely some sort of like magical projection, and you could see where those little dots had come from because it's leaving like tiny little ripples, lines in the sand of where the path was.
Okay. He's definitely gonna study this map because he's never seen anything like this detailed before, and showing like a good amount of like the area that he might know. So he's gonna like see if he could spot where they are currently, like you are here situation.
Yeah. Yep. That one is like it's not to scale. It's like an oversized, grandiose version of like a model scaled down replica of it. But you could tell he kind of had it blown up a little so you could see it on his map. Like, yes, this is where I stay type thing. But yeah, you see it right on the Kashin Strait. Yep.
And is there like a way to get to zoom in? Like he starts messing around with it, like he starts touching shit. And like, so he's just trying to like see if he could like get a better look at something.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Just try and like grab it and pinch it open and closed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a single plane. So as you kind of like go to reach in, your hand goes through the illusion.
Can he move the map? Or is it
It'll-
like a static?
It'll spin, but it won't. Yeah, that's about it. It's like that map up there. That it's like a huge item almost. It's like a large table that's mounted on a central pedestal. So it spins a little bit. So essentially, he could like walk around and spin it to himself and see, wherever he wants to spin it to himself, wherever he's in the room.
He but it's only tracking the path of what he's assuming are ships. But only in the sandy areas, correct? Sea of Silt
there's-
and
There's
Pandora.
some in the water too. There's some in the
Okay.
bays and stuff like that. Yeah.
He spins it to the point where he can see a certain shore.
Yeah.
And then he kind of swipes, he keeps moving it to where he gets to Hedge Hollow, and he's just trying to like visualize like, okay, this is where we are, and this is there, and this is there. And he's just like putting it into his head like, okay, I get where I am now. He's understanding where he is.
Yeah, essentially it's like where you had come from in that space that you were looking for, and then you went into Tel Ralad on a ship by the sea. If you would have just kept going down the strait, eventually you would have ran into this.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. And then he spins it back.
Yeah, as you spin it, like everything kind of just like disappears, and then as it settles, it all comes back into like a very clear picture.
And last thing before he leaves, is there like, is he able to see a detail of this particular wharf?
It's not very detailed just because it's so zoomed out. You see like a large, like it would be if there was someone did like you know how you get like the toys of like an Empire State Building that's just kind of small. It's not very detailed, but it gets the point across. It's like that, just kind of stuck right on top. That's the only thing on the map that's shaped like a building.
And so if he could see the wharf currently, and it's just, not very detailed, but does he see 5 little dots static in that wharf? Like little...
These ships.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you see all of... you see actually 4. You don't see Wani Jahani ship.
We don't see Wani Jahani ship. Interesting.
Correct.
Okay. But the one that we are outfitting currently is one of the 4.
Yes, yep.
All right.
Delete it, Lou. Delete it.
Delete it. Burn the hard drive.
So he's like, oh, well, that's a good amount of information that I needed. And then he, what's this big screen over here? He kind of walks over to it. He's like, what's this?
It almost looks like, as you walk in front of it, it almost looks like that's the source of it. It's just kind of projecting down onto the thing. You didn't see it really before, but
okay.
Now you can do that puppet show you've been dying to do.
Yeah, he's like, he's with his crazy claws. He's just like,
oh my god, with the nails.
See this gnarled, nailed hand doing this like puppet mouth eating the fucking coral
Like a
horn
barracuda.
Yeah. Do you put your hand up and do that motion?
oh yeah, like if he realizes that he's interrupting the light that's hitting the table, yeah, he's like fucking with it.
Roll a perception as you're doing that.
My worst one. I rolled a 10.
There you go.
10 is good enough. You see, as you pull your hands up, and you're doing this whole thing, it should have this nasty, gnarled fucking silhouette of you trying to do stuff, but you just see this long, smooth, tapered hand ends that are just kind of jellying around.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Fucking weirdo.
What
It's
are
like-
you?
You
No.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, like you don't, that's,
yeah, he just said he's just playing with it. He's just like, oh, and now he's like feeling
Yeah.
it.
He's a fucking
And now-
raver now.
And now he's like, and then he stands up on this chair, and he's just like, and he puts his face like, into the beam of light, and he's just trying to see what it casts.
are you know what it's casting? Do you look at what it's casting?
I do.
Yeah. So as you like stand up and do this kind of thing and like look over, you just see this. It's almost like it's the regular shape. Who are you wearing right now?
It's Nimbletooth.
Nimbletooth.
Who are you wearing?
Who are you wearing? Is it a Vera Wang? So yeah, you have the top facial structure of what Nimbletooth's silhouette would look like, and then from the nose down, you see this like tentacly mess of matted like fingers and.
Yep, that's good enough. And then he drops down, and he walks right out. He closes the door behind him. Ooh, hey,
Bing
no,
bong.
I'm stuck in the room.
Did you get out or get you out?
There we go. And he walks back.
Hear it ticking coming down the stairs.
Yep.
Tick, 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 tick.
Click, 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 click.
It's like Starship Trooper bug noise. Just and with that, as you come to think of a name, just as you come back is when he's like, and you're gonna need a name for it for the magic to work. and you can only pick it once, we'll take our break and give you guys a little bit of time to take a tinkle and think of a name.
I got my vote already.
Tinkle and a
I got my contribution already. I'm ready.
Oh no.
I may be like looking up advanced like sailing terms to try to make a pun right now.
Fuck
Yes.
yes.
You gotta do, man.
You gotta do it.
All right, we will be right back. I think this is the right be right back menu because I made a couple with memes, reels, and shit like that. So we'll see. But yeah, we'll be back in 10.
Alrighty.
Make sure I turn the mics up.
Okay.
Aquarius or whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my God, we could name it Watercraft.
Yeah.
We're back, and we're just talking shit about Bane and naming their new ship. So
As you do.
as you do. For those just tuning in, they have successfully arrived where they're looking to go. They met Yezin's old college roommate, who Yezin never went to college.
Just lived there.
Just lived there. Who runs the wharfs, and essentially it's just a magical ship dock where they upgrade and customize the ships that go to the south and that can float on water and sand. And let me zoom out. So they had a few to choose from. They have Wani Juhani's ship in the center, but there's a few that they could have chosen, and they went with the one on the right.
Yeah.
With Nub Nub the
Beyond our
crab.
better judgment.
And
Snick and Nimbletooth wanted the bat boat.
yes, Snick and Nimbletooth wanted the bat boat with the shark head on it. Actually, Lyra never chimed in. It was just the battle between Snick and Nimbletooth for the bat boat and Yezin and Michael Smith. Mimi Shell.
Thank you.
Mimi Shell for the purple floaty boy.
Yeah, well, Lyra wanted the purple one too.
Yeah, she said she wanted the purple
Oh,
one.
that's right. After, yeah,
Makes her
that's right.
looks good on her skin.
Yeah. So they decided on the boat, and then Wani Juhani actually footed the bill of what they were short when they traded in the other two stolen ships for saving and breaking his daughter out and not letting her go get murdered for or get killed for a murder that she didn't commit.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. Calf said he tried to start a poll with Bodie McBoatface, the Purple Bean, the Violet Machine, the Grape Gonad, or the Perry
The great gonads.
Twitch Sentinel.
Oh, damn you, Twitch.
God damn it. That would have been such a fucking that would have been a quality poll. They also had a hull, prow, sail, weapon, and crew upgrade that they got to choose. It was I made up a list, like a little homebrew list. They got to outfit it how they wanted, and now before the magic can take hold, they have to give it its true name that can never be changed.
We also forgot in that poll Lavender Ligma.
Everything's just dick jokes, and I love it. So yeah, we're here in the port, and it's up to you guys what you want to name it. I mean, you don't have to name it right now. You can still hang out at the port. But before the ship can go underway, it has to have a true name.
Before it can be christened.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's quite obvious what its name is. The Alma Mater.
Damn, that's actually pretty good. I did meet this guy in college.
There you have it.
Well, no, because
The old Alma Mater.
I do like Otternaut.
Or not. That's not bad.
Or like the Watercrest.
No. Yes, no, it's not a vegetable.
Right.
Yes. What do you do?
Water
Like,
side.
The Sandwich. I like that.
that's pretty good. Yeah, so it's quite clever.
Sandwich. Yeah. That's not bad.
I have wandered off to see if there's like a trader or like someone who sells like, I don't know, goods of any variety.
Okay, we lost one vote there.
Yeah.
Snick didn't say what she wanted.
Um,
I'm in favor of the Otternaut.
Of course you are. It's your idea.
Yeah, because my ideas are good.
Yeah, but that, I don't know, that makes it sound like it's just good on the water. Like, Otters are only swimmers.
No, well, no, the otter knot, like Juggernaut.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Hey, look, it's your boat.
it's our ship.
It's true. Well,
What do you think, Nippletooth?
maybe I say we drink over it. We'll come up with a good name. We don't have to do it right now, do we?
Yes, we do have. We should.
We can give it a night.
Muted.
We don't
You're
have
muted,
to.
yeah. What were you saying, Lara?
I said, what sails you?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
That's
That's
got it.
it. Yes.
I
Well,
would
that
agree
settles
with-
that.
I would
All
agree
right.
with that if there were any sails on this ship.
We're gonna
That's
have
the
sails.
pun. Yes, and that's the joke.
You said, let's drink over it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? Where are those creatures? Those auto dwarfs or auto gnomes?
They're just kind of all over, just buzzing around.
Hey, you there? Here. He takes that box out of his backpack, and he kind of carries it towards the ramp going up to the ship, and he pulls out that bar with the globe.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
You two have this installed in the in the cabin, please.
Right away! And you just see it like, woof, and fucking flies off with it.
Oh yes. Good.
We could call it Cannon F. Otter.
Cannon fodder. Listen, if you guys need a drink, you can go over to the bar. Not a big
Oh,
deal.
we got a bar right here.
Well, where do you
Wait till they
recommend we
finish.
go?
I mean, it's just Jeffy too. We renamed him after Jeffy 1, but R.I.P. It was just an honorary thing. I got an auto gnome over there, and he'll just serve you up whatever you want. I don't really have a.
That sounds perfect. I could use a drink. This has been a week. I would say that much.
Snick. In the meantime, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for anyone that has like spice. I'm trying to buy cigarettes.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, no, there's a lot of. Aside from this one,
the mouse strapped with dynamite.
it's like that uncle. Everybody's got that uncle that would at least my family, where he'd be working on a 4-wheeler with the gas tank open with gas in it with a cigarette in his
Ashes
mouth,
falling into the tank.
Yeah. Fucking crazy ass uncle. But yeah, you see, there's a lot of guys that have unloaded a lot of stuff off their ships. There's more ports all right next to each other, like stalls essentially. This is just the big main one. So you could go down a couple rows, and there's guys, like I said, that have taken things off their ship so the autonomes could get on and fix a lot of things on there, and it's just a lot easier for them instead of moving it around. So they just unload it, set it on the dock, fix the ship, and then load it back on. Yeah, you see some sketchy looking fellas.
All right, I'm gonna pull my hood up a little bit just so I look a little more gangster than I actually do, and just stroll up to them and just, hey, you guys selling anything under the table, above the board, anything like that?
What do you want, drugs?
Below deck.
I mean,
Below deck.
drugs, cigarettes, a little bit of column A, column B.
Yeah, it's this big, giant, pot-bellied half-orc. It's he has a vest on, but it might not as well be on just because his belly's sticking out so far through it.
It just covers his nipples and
Yeah, exactly. It's just a nipple cover pretty much, and then the rest just falls behind him. And he has a giant tattoo of an anchor around his belly button for whatever reason. It's really, really obnoxious. He's like, here, we got some things. How about We got some stuff from Darkshore if you want that.
I'm just gonna leave. Is there like a crate that I can stand on so like I'm not just like talking up
Yeah, you could scurry up on a pile of stuff that's there for sure.
and just lean in and go, what kind of stuff from Darkshore? Like, what are we talking?
A little bit of drink, a little bit of smoke. It's up to you.
Let's go with smoke.
You want to smoke them things? Or how? Let me put it this way: how long do you want to be out for?
Look over at the crew bickering. Good chunk of time.
How about this? I'll give you. He kind of like reaches over and has this like crate that's been covered up, and he throws the. It's got like. It looks like someone intentionally put an obnoxious amount of stuff on top of this crate just so you would be like, I don't even want to move all that. So he just starts taking all this stuff off and he flips the top open, brings out like a black case. He's like, how about some sticks from the Black Pits?
What kind of effect does that give me? Is that gonna make me like tired, give me the munchies? I'm gonna try and murder my friends, like.
I mean, probably all of it.
Deal.
If that's fair, give me like 5 gold, and you didn't get it from Trusk.
Who?
Yeah, he's great.
Just like regular stoves too, or.
Oh, you can just have those.
All right, so I'll give him the 5 gold.
Cool. Yeah, you get it looks like you know those old cigarette cases from like the turn of the century. They're all like tin and they click shut.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a ornate version of that, but it's all like a dark metal.
Nice.
Yeah, so you could write down. You have. You know what?
One
Chat,
case of drugs.
Yeah, one case of drugs. Chat, do exclamation D20, and we'll see how many cigarettes are in there. And if it's like,
yeah, you got ripped off.
If it's this could go really good or either bad. I believe I have D20 set up, but yeah, if you want to,
I think you've done it
exclamation D20. Oh yeah, from all the wild magic.
Yep.
14. You have 14 sticks from the Black Pit, and when you open it up, it's kind of like the tar's on the outside. So you have like you have like a little mouthpiece that's like a dark piece of wood, and the rest of it, the tar is on the outside.
All right, I'll just pocket that, and then I'll as I'm walking back, I'll just light up a regular cigarette and start walking back to the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was one of the last names you guys were saying?
What sails you?
What sails you? Yeah. You start hearing that. You hear what sails you, the Otter Knot,
Cannon F Otter.
Cannon F Otter. Yeah, a lot of the ones we heard before, you hear them from a distance as you walk back up, and you guys see a poor strung out Snick smoking a cigarette just over Jesus.
It. Should you be?
Should I be what?
Just keep some distance from me, please. You explode. I don't want to be caught in it. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I do not want to explode.
People explode from cigarettes?
Just like flicking ash onto my feet.
But she, for God's sake, she smells like alchemist fire.
Yeah. Now, you said the magic words are where this came from. Can I, if I sniff, can I maybe determine where it might have come from?
Smell check.
For sure, you could give me like a perception with advantage.
All right.
You could pick one. You could do perception if you want to stumble upon it. Investigation, like once you get that little smell, you're like trying to look where it was. Or you could do a history check too, even just because you would know the history of where that came from.
Well, I'd have to perceive it first, so
Yeah, totally up to you.
So-
The scent is on the air, yeah, and you can do it at advantage for sure.
Okay. Hey,
18.
18.
Yeah, there's a very strong scent of. I don't want to say specifically a location, but it's a very strong scent of a place that you have smelled time and time again, and it's very, very, very familiar.
Yeah, he's gonna. His nose is leading him, and he ends up like standing next to Snick and then he just kind of like, and then he's like looking at what she's holding, and he leans in. He's just like, yeah, yeah, we've lost her, everybody.
I'm actually smoking a normal cigarette. I'm not doing the drugs yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll take
No.
that back.
Yeah, but you still smell the. No one else smells it, but you smell a familiar scent. That's. It's almost like you're not smelling it on the air. You're just sensing it. It's like it's a different. You're smelling it with a different sense, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The sixth sense. We're all dead. Surprise.
Then I'll retro that. Then he just kind of like, and he just kind of like, he gives Snick a little like side eye, squinty eye, like, all right, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. But he doesn't
Yeah.
say anything.
Yeah, you smell a familiar scent of a location that you've been before for a while. So it's like,
Yeah. Even everything that they grow out of there smells a certain way,
exactly.
tastes
Yeah.
a certain way. Yeah.
It's like that perfume from the teacher that you smell 20 years later. And you're like, oh god, English class.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
Someone had a crush.
that's it. Got her.
Yeah.
How do you think I passed high school?
Hey-o.
Hey. Yeah. So you have Snick. You did your thing. You have your stuff. Nimbletooth, you went up to the thing. You smell that. And yeah, if you guys want to go drink, you could drink, or you could.
Well, it's literally right here, right?
Yeah.
It's not like we're going anywhere.
Yes, let them finish the ship. We'll argue amongst ourselves.
Argue.
We're
Oh,
about
yes.
to go do a bunch of work in like the Bandor Waste and all that stuff. We can just call it the Bandor Haste.
Not bad, but when we take it out of there, it make no sense.
People know us as Silters.
Bandorians?
But just suit life.
That. Hey.
Otter House 5.
Oh.
The slaughterhouse five?
Mike
What?
puts on his Oakleys. he's ready.
All of a sudden, the fucking ship is lifted. It has a Ford fucking logo on the front of it.
Look, I said I wanted rims.
Yep. Calvin pissing on it like a little skiff.
It's pissing on Telralad.
Yep, exactly. Punisher
six of-
logo.
There's 6 of us, really, so that doesn't work anyway. Actually, there's 7 of us. 8.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's six now. Where do you get 8?
Six.
Well-
Six.
Amy
Oh, yes.
and Travis.
7. Fine, 8. You only get 1 bunk.
I don't need a bunk. You know that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's
That's
going to
fine.
sleep under your bed. You know that.
Yes, that's fine. It's comforting knowing he's there.
Yeah, like, what's the room situation like in here?
Oh yeah, we haven't even checked it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go check the below decks.
Teddy starts to fucking get nervous.
All right, what?
Why?
Huh? Because like if we're gonna run in there and race to like pick rooms, Teddy does not want to be left behind.
Nimbletooth positions himself so that he could trip Michelle as she tries to get past him.
As you're about to run on the ship, the autonomes they've started to essentially disassemble the old ships quickly. They kind of bring up a whole like It's essentially just a magic carpet that doesn't fly; it just hovers. So it's a magic carpet filled with a ton of shit, and you have like the statues and a few other like bobs and bits on there.
Yeah.
But-
We need those. We're gonna sell those.
Ah,
I mean, no, not those statues. The other stuff. You know, the loot. The Galen Drench loot. I wasn't talking about your parents.
yeah,
Although,
So we can put them in your quarters. They can watch
Yeah.
over you.
please. Actually, Wani, is there like a way? So these are my parents. Is there like a way to fix this?
I mean, there's always a way to fix magic, right?
I'll say.
there.
Yes, well, there are options, Nick. We could bring them to a temple, have clerics prepared, standing by, have some mages undo the petrification, while others are prepared to heal them as before they die from their mortal wounds.
I mean, it's true. This might have protected them. This might have kept them from
Yeah.
being completely obliterated. I mean,
Yeah.
you saw the blood splatter all over the place.
They are preserved.
I saw what happened.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wait, what? You were a baby.
Yeah. You could.
No, when
Oh,
some
the
stuff
vision?
happened, and I kind of had a memory of or a vision of being there.
Oh, an episode?
Vision. Like
Yes. And yeah. I don't want to talk about it.
all right. All right.
No,
Yeah, we don't need to.
no. You don't just bring that up and not talk about it. What
No,
happened?
no,
What
no.
happened?
Listen. We need to keep her from, going into her gem. So yeah, just let her go.
Here's another line of thought. Are we the new Brass Drake?
Oh, 100%.
So why don't we name the ship the Violet Drake?
I like purple.
I love it.
We do have the dragon's head on the front.
I absolutely love it.
Mm,
I'm not opposed. I think this is quite a classy name you've come up with here, Yasin. What, you just have a problem with everything, Nimbletoes?
no, I liked what sails you. I thought that was kind of good.
Yes, it is quite clever.
I mean, you
Well,
can
anyway.
nickname it whatever you want, but the main name.
Yes, the Cosmic Warlord. I like that.
No, I don't know.
It's suiting me on board.
All right, well, I mean, I really don't care.
That is the best fucking boat name I've ever seen.
The Otter House 5.
No, the fucking Cosmic Warlord.
How did I miss that? Where'd you see that? I missed that one.
I put it in Discord.
Just now.
Oh,
Staying away from there.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
no,
yeah. What's up, Tony? Tony, you'll be happy to know that when they picked their crew, they decided on mechanical otters. So
Yeah.
that is their new crew that crews their ship.
Okay. Otternauts.
Otternauts.
Otterbots, whatever.
Tease Yasin.
So as you go into the ship,
Oh my god, it could be the Otterbox.
Oh no!
that gets
We're gonna
otter
get
tied in,
sued.
and it gets your wiener joke tied in. Yeah, no. We'll call it the crit grab. But yeah, so as you go into the ship, you go on the deck. It's very pictured as like essentially like a Vardo. Like what everything is very, very intricately carved. All the wood is every bit of wood on here has some sort of decorative carving on it. It's every square inch is painted with the same general colors palette. So it's not like it's very regal and not very. I mean, how can I say it's not ostentatious? It's a giant fucking purple ship that's spouting magic, but but it just feels right. It's not like it's not like a little kid art project. There's a lot of craftsmanship involved. So let me pull up this. So at right here is like a stage curtain, and as you pull the stage curtain back, it essentially reveals the innards of the ship. There's steps down, and it looks like it would have two stories to it, like two decks. You'd have the upper deck and then the hold, but there's another set that goes down as you explore the ship. It doesn't really make sense spatially. It doesn't look like it would hold that many things.
It's bigger on the inside.
Exactly. So you have the first floor down is where everybody sleeps. It's like actual ship cabins as opposed to like just an open space with like hammocks and stuff like that. There's rooms. And the one below that is an actual hold where you could put a few things. There's a brig, even a small little tiny brig, but that's where you can
there's
store
room for activities.
Yeah, there's stuff down there. Yeah. Yeah, all the rooms except for the captain's quarters seem to be exact mirrors of themselves as far as size, but they seem
I'm already
again
setting up in the captain's quarters, like 100%.
I would race you. I would have went for it. I gotta try.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, if we got a race, we got a race.
Yeah, if you want to do
What do you want to roll? What do you want to roll?
Well, dexterity.
It doesn't matter what the race is. You're getting dragged out if you.
I know. But I want to see if I beat you to it. Let's do athletics. Let's do
yeah,
one
you
for
could
it.
do athletics, or if you want to do it like you're trying to flip around, you can do acrobatics as well. Either or.
Oh, athletics.
Mike just fucking starts sprinting as soon as they get down to those quarters. He just looks at Yezin and goes for it. Oh, god damn it. Oh!
Yeah. So Michael Smith or Michelle rolls a 12, and Yezin rolls an 18 for the athletics. So what do we see go down?
Michael, we get down to the bottom of the stairs and we see the quarters, and Michael Smith Bronson just kind of gets quiet and kind of leans back a little bit and just trying to be coy to the corner of his eye, like see what Yezin's doing right now.
Yezin looks over, and it's that like the Too Fast, Too Furious, like the two people locking eyes at a light. And, like, you could see the engines revving, like waiting for the green.
Monica.
But, like, Yezin's so adept at like climbing and stuff that he's just not running on his feet. He's using all four fucking limbs.
It's like pulling on like door handles and everything on the way down the hallway.
Like you see the people like running upstairs, like pulling themselves up on the fucking handles and stuff.
Hell
Except
yeah.
it's not a green light. Someone sneezes. And they just go. It startles them both, and they just go.
Yeah.
We hear the gentle clicking of toenails on the floor. God!
Yeah, I even see like you do this like you're like grabbing at stuff and you like jump and get your hook on something and swings you forward and like cool shit like that, like some real cinematic type shit. Yeah, you beat him to the door.
My room. He goes inside.
And teleport you out of there. Fuck that shit. Bullshit. He just bangs on the door one time. Bullshit. Then he goes and picks another room.
Captain's quarters, how may I help you?
The only thing that it requires is the true name initially, and someone to be attuned as the captain. The other
I quickly attune.
The other jobs on the ship are usually just during like battle, because it'll give you bonuses to battle, but you could still be that role outside of initiative and battle and stuff like that, and just be doing those things around the ship if you want. But and the roles they specify if there can only be one at a time per role, or if it's unlimited. So if you can have like 5 gunners of PCs, but yeah, there always just has to be a captain.
Michael will go check out his room and just lift cushions and
Yeah, but like,
just look at it. Yeah,
same
Not
thing.
seriously.
You got a nice, it's pretty nice in here. Like a really nice bed. Everything's like silks and embroidered pillows and things. It has like a very elven flair to a lot of this stuff in here.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes out of now. This is much better. This is class. Get some girls out of here. You know the implications.
So as you guys start divvying up for rooms, Michael Smith Bronson, as you go into one, one
Michelle
room.
Smith Bronson.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
me Michelle
Smith
Bronson. Time traveler extraordinaire. So as you walk in and you have your beds across the other side, again, the rooms all seem bigger than they should for the footprint of the ship. There's like a strange like churning mist over in one corner, and as you kind of come in and set your things down, it starts to solidify into a secretariat desk. It's like a small, curiosity cabinet. It almost started to customize itself to your like scholarly things and like the wizard aspect of yourself. Lyra, as you get into a room, same thing. You start getting more scholarly things. There's like plants that start to grow from the ceilings and the floors, and vines start to show up. There's like a small moon mobile that so there's like a moonlight in the room as your source of light.
Some posters of Paladin heartthrobs.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, the like the teenager smutty novel, like posters on the wall. Real angsty.
Magazine.
17 magazines everywhere. Snick, yours turns into you get the workshop and a lot of like alchemy kits and things come out. Nimbletooth, you have like a essentially like a butcher's block and like go ahead.
And weirdly, there's a pool. There's like a kiddie pool, like in the corner. I don't know.
Yeah,
We're not
yeah.
sure why.
A little hatching pool.
It's almost like a glass cauldron. So it's like a like raw iron feet and a small thin raw iron cage around this glass cauldron in the corner. Yeah, for sure. But you have a bed, but yours seems to be higher up. So it's like you have a cool, like what every kid wanted, that like cool undercubby.
Floor underneath.
Yeah, for sure.
Blanket for it.
Yep. And yes, and you just have the full-blown captain's quarters. It's like every captain's quarters that you would think, but the inside starts to get a little like it's almost as if the wood changes to like a stone veneer.
There's a nice little like sand pit for Zeke.
Savik's in this fucking sandbox on like a Tonka truck digging. But yeah, so each room kind of customizes itself to the occupant.
That's dope.
Hell yeah. There's like a rock wall in there, just
Climbing wall.
Yeah. But yeah, there's you could feel everything's ready to rock and roll. It's just once you guys name it, you can sail or you could wait. It doesn't matter. The latent magic is in there, but the propulsion needs the captain and the name.
Cool. I'm gonna go back out and I guess see if the others are done or like find the galley or whatnot and wait for them to all show back up so that we can finalize two more points.
Oh, yeah. Michael Smith Bronson will be probably like 5 minutes. He's just in his room hiding things.
They're all in his hat. They keep disappearing.
Yeah.
And he'll come out.
Do you all start to eventually collect back together?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't much in Nimbletooth's room. He's
How
not.
are you wet?
Why do you smell like seaweed? That's quite. It's very
Did you take a bath?
adaptable. Well, yeah, I was trying to, just clean up. It's been a long week.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Yes, I do need to
Because of that. Well, the last two things, we have to agree on a name, and then we have to agree on a captain.
Oh, clearly you'll be the captain. You pilot the ships, do you not?
I wasn't just going to take the position for myself, but
Well,
I will
that's-
humbly accept.
I can't drive this thing.
Yes, I don't care to.
Fair enough. And lastly, finish the name. We cool with the Violet Drake?
I don't know.
What sales you is pretty good. I think we should put this to a gamble.
Let's let the fates decide.
Yes.
What about the the Plum Hydra?
Loma Hydra.
What?
Ale Hydra.
Hell, Hydra. I mean, it is plum colored after all.
Yes, it's beautiful, is it not? I mean, there's some craftsmanship in here. It's delightful. I think we chose well.
But you know, it has many heads, so a Hydra.
I mean, there's the purple drag, which, you know, is a boat pun. It's dragon, like a drake. And it gets the genitalia pun.
All bases covered.
That one.
Let's
All
go
right.
have a drink and we'll argue. Come. We need... I need a beer.
Me
I could
too.
use a drink.
But I'll have to wait
Why?
11
Oh.
more days.
Well, that's unfortunate for you. I mean,
Right.
isn't it like customary to like christen the ship by smashing some sort of
Yeah, but we
alcoholic
can't do
beverage?
that until we finalize a name. You have to give it a name, then you smash it.
That sounds right.
Okay.
You christen it right before your first voyage.
Wait, well, shall we flip a coin?
But what do we got?
I like... What sails you? That's
What
a good
sails
one.
you?
Do we all agree that that's a good one of two choices?
That's in the
I-
running.
I disagree with that, but I think I'm outvoted.
Well,
Okay.
offer up an alternative then.
I've given so many
Yes,
alternatives.
the
I like his Violet Drake.
Violet Drake. So I think it's between these two. Is that fair to say?
Oh, Jesus.
Violet Drake and what sails you?
Yes, it's between these two. We can flip a coin.
Yeah.
Better yet, we'll have your friend Handsome flip the coin.
But no, it's got to be one of us. It should be.
Then it will be Lyra, and she will be responsible for all of this. Yeah, he digs out a coin
God help me.
and he hands it to Lyra. Don't fuck
God's
this up.
help me if this is what sails you.
I mean,
I'm going to jackknife this around a tree.
well, if you
Right.
feel that strongly,
We're
about
going to get sued by what ails you.
it. No, we won't.
The
They're like
Indigo
franchise. They got more
Fury.
power than us.
I like
We're
that.
what are they we're like a just think of it as like we're a portable part of the franchise. That's all.
Yes,
Yeah.
But we're not, because Crackhorn's going to show up and be like, oh, what the fuck is this piece of shit doing?
fine. We're friends. Fine.
Oh,
You know what?
Crackhorn
We go to Tel Rolat and we hire him and he's on our ship.
Private bartender.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Perfect.
Good.
I mean, we have to go back to Tel Rolat at some point or other.
Yes. I have to beat the Chronomancer's Guild.
Oh. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's been a. Yeah, we should go back.
Yes.
The lead time for you to check in has elapsed, so therefore.
Time is relative. If we have all the time in the world, I'll just go back and it'll be the same.
Yeah.
It's fine, Nibbleton.
So
Oh.
going along with the Dragon Drake thing again, there's also what scales you.
I like that.
I only hate what sails you because there's no sales on here.
Well,
I
that's
don't
the
like
joke.
that.
Yeah,
I
flip
don't
the,
like
Lyra,
that
flip the
joke.
coin.
It's
Flip the
very
coin.
dumb.
We-
But what if we're a
Say I
merchant?
joke all the time and then try to pass this bullshit off on me?
Yeah, but what if we're a merchant ship? We pass ourselves as a merchant. So sales is it's not sales as in, you know, the fabric that propels us. It's sales.
Yes, ales with an S.
No, we're not going to be merchants.
What? That could be an alias.
Lyra, flip the coin.
Okay, what are the options?
Tails is what sails.
And
Heads,
this is
head
what
of the drake.
scales.
No, what scales use is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I
think.
like what scales.
I'd be okay with what scales you.
We could also do more than one name and just roll bigger dice for and
No, we can't. We only
No, we only have coins. Idiot.
the coin has two sides.
Yes. Who is this fucking guy?
Shut up, Gilly.
it's just like a
What scales
mechanical
you-
otter standing there.
What scales you, the Violet Drake?
We're not doing this. No, we're not having
I
8
did.
names. Yes. I'm not doing all of that paperwork, writing that every time.
Coming from the guy who has 7 names.
But I don't
Michelle.
choose them. The world
like-
chooses them for me.
No, you've literally chosen them every single
Enough.
time.
Yes, enough. You're getting hysterical now. Just
I think
calm down.
we choose what scales you. It's the
Yeah.
coming together of.
Yes.
Yeah. It's partially
All of
partially what Lyra provided, and it refers to the dragon.
Yes.
Now, what if we spelled what like
You know that? No. That's
WOTT?
I don't get it.
what? Like water?
Yeah.
That's too far. Yes, it's too far. Too far. These aren't people. They're
Potentially being sued by a multi-million gold
yes, and they're on.
company that has way more power than we do. Is not.
Wani, do you have some type of alcohol in a bottle?
Yeah.
We have alcohol. We literally have the globe.
Yeah, spin the globe there.
Yeah.
Well,
Give me my coin back. He takes it.
So what
give
scales
bottles.
you?
Yes, I like what scales.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree. And we're just gonna
Oh,
spell it.
I'll
But-
accept what scales you.
Okay.
But you is spelled Y-E.
No.
Right? I mean,
Okay, so
all
it's
agreed on this, right?
WOTT scales.
Lyra grabs the closest
IEW.
alcoholic bottle.
You know what?
grabs it,
Fuck it. Yes, that's it.
Smashes on the
That's
ship
it.
and says,
Everyone,
"What scales you?"
everyone, pick a word and spell
Okay,
it.
everybody's got it. I go right to Gilly and give him that exact spelling right now. WOTT scales.
YEW?
YEW.
Is it
What
regular
scales
scales?
And then
SCALES?
there's,
Yeah, it's
and then there's
regular
a typo,
scales.
and it ends up being "What snails you?"
Is it SCALZ or EZ?
Oh,
Or
no.
ES?
Yeah, 100%.
What
Capital
scales
Z though. It's just-
YEW
really obnoxious.
and capital Z? What scales you?
And I'm gonna get a Brazzers trim for the license plate.
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
my God.
so as you say it and you take that bottle, what was there a specific place you tried to grab from the globe, or did you spin it and point? Where you took the alcohol bottle out, Lyra?
What's that?
That alcohol bottle, did you specifically grab it from a location on the map of the globe, or did you just spin it and randomly grab one?
I just spun it and grabbed one and smashed it to get
If
it
we're
over
going to
with.
do copyright infringement and all that shit, stealing IP, we got to go right to whatever homebrew is what ails you and christen the boat with their personal stock.
I don't know where they originated from, so I don't know.
Can I make
Sure.
a history check on that?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. And actually, anybody that has been to what else, you can do a history check to try and recall which beard is that.
Oh, fuck.
One of the nonsense things that they had on the wall.
They're distracted. Just do it.
She just grabbed one and she did it already.
Yeah.
Did it already.
Good. I'm glad.
Snick remembers it as
Before
rolling
you even
bottles of
decided the
alcohol.
spelling, she went.
Snick remembers it as Craghorn's IPA. That's like their specific brand. And Lyra, you actually grabbed a elven bottle of wine from Evora, where you're from. You just happened to reach in and grab it.
Class.
Yeah, and just as you crash that bottle across, this like blast of moonlight comes out of the bottle and shines over the ship across the back, and the name just writes itself in and a moonbeam on the back, and you see the ship just kind of
Look out,
pick up a
Nimbletooth.
touch. That is a good point.
Look out, guys. All of you.
Where in relation, just everyone put themselves on the ship where they were when you did the crash.
Oh, I would assume that we were like
All
down
together.
below.
All
Yeah, we-
together, trying to each fumble our way into the alcohol.
oh, I thought like we were on the on the dock, like looking at the boat. That's kind of where I pictured.
Oh yeah,
it.
that's normally where you christen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not on the ship. So I would assume.
But the globe is on the ship. It's
Yeah, so-
had it installed in the common quarters.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
I just feel like on the way out from down bottom, maybe you guys grabbed something and then walked outside to talk to Gilly about finalizing the name.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I ran out here to talk to Gilly to be like, "This is the name. It's set in stone."
Cool. So yeah, set yourselves all kind of where you are. Lyra, you would be the only one I will move is Lyra, just because you're going to be towards the back, because he kind of instructs you just like right here. And yeah, where's everybody when that
I would have been
happens?
near Lyra because I'm telling her just fucking do it. Just fucking quick. Just do it.
Select this.
Also, I think this entire time, Zvik has been playing with Gub Gub there. They're old friends.
Him and Nub Nub are just fucking around. He's like in the
Wrestling.
yeah, he's just like in the water, and every time he comes out, all the sand kind of falls out of him, but then it just collects back into his body because it's all wet and running around. Perfect. So let me grab this. So you're doing it right around here, I assume, right? You're just reaching out and smashing it on the side. Cool. So as you do that, let me get a radius and see. Oh man, 50 feet. Where's 50 feet?
Oh shit.
Everything we see almost. Yep.
Yeah, so 50 feet of moonlight blasts out of the bottle, and you kind of see things for what they are under the moon, because the moon always knows everyone's secrets.
Oh,
But so Lyra, whoever's this is whoever's looking at that person, whoever. So let's just all say you guys are all facing the back, watching Lyra do it, right? So whoever is in that vision, I'll just leave it up to you. If you feel like that's within your periphery as it's happening, you see these things I described. Lyra, as she hits and the moonlight shines on her, her eyes are just gone. She doesn't have any sort of
Her eyes are gone.
yeah, she has no physical eyes in her body as the moonlight washes over it. You just see in the hollowness of where her eyes would be is just like little glowing moon orbs. Michael Smith Bronson, your me Michelle goes away, and it's just you're just you, but not you're in the robes you had as you before your robe at the confluence. Like it's your scholarly robes. Wani Juhani is just a full massive djinn. He has no feet. He's hovering. He's just all his red, all his smoke that he has, like for where his legs would be, is just reds and oranges and yellows as he's just kind of billowing and smoldering. Same thing with Katani. Same thing. They just become intensely more attractive as well. Like just their features, they just become ridiculously attractive. Yeah.
So hot. So hot.
It's so
He loves
hot.
Katani.
So hot.
So hot.
So hot right now.
Yeah. Yezin, you're essentially just like
a homeless man.
Just a rock with googly eyes.
just like
I'm sorry,
sprawling
one
around.
googly eye.
Yeah. So the you don't change form as much. Your skin gets a little bit more rocky. You have kind of that same billowingness that's coming off Johnny's feet. instead of it just being your entire, like his entire feet are gone and he's hovering on that, you just kind of have like you're smoking that blue kind of like, you know, a smoke essentially. Your eye is gone, but there's also like within the blue smoke is a swirl of infernal letters. Like it's almost like it's being written at your feet, and your body is swirling it up in your smoke, and the words are being written as the smoke goes away.
Oh my god, I'm like a magical girl.
Gilly handsome, ridiculously ugly. Like he just gets. He looks like what's the guy's name from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? The guy that's in the white tee. Yeah, it's Carl. It just like he just looks horrendous. So he clearly has some sort of like shape changing spells to kind of make himself look more presentable, but he's not looking good. He looks like an actual trash bag. Nimbletooth, I believe the only one in that vision is Snick. Everybody else would be focusing. Yeah, so Snick, what you see,
Did we all just hear Snick scream?
She goes into her ghost gem.
I feel like
Nimbletooth throws it into the ocean.
oops.
Oh, what a shame.
Snicks looks down at her cigarette like, what the fuck?
What did I just...
I feel like Snick would see Nimbletooth, and Nimbletooth would see Snick just out of the corner of their eyes, in the periphery. So, Snick, you kind of see a very just disfigured. So it's Nimbletooth from like the nose up, like what you're normally used to seeing, but with all black eyes. You see he's bald though, he doesn't have any hair, and there's a you know when like like an over characterized version of like when a stuffed animal's stuffed in like a very artistic way for like a cartoon or something, you see the large threads with and like the crisscross pattern, almost like a Frankenstein. You see a very, it's almost kind of like the same blue that the moonlight gives off, but it's a little bit richer. So it's almost like the color of this water here. You see a glowing blue stitch line up the back of his neck to the top of his head. And his face is very like octopus-like. He has tentacles coming from his face. Nimbletooth, you out of the corner of your eye, you see essentially just Snick, but she's undead. She's completely just a spirit. You see Galen Drench's face roiling inside of her chest. She's like essentially just a ghost, is what you see. A ghost version of Snick, but just amplified.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, as you hit that, and this blast of moonlight goes out, and it etches the name into the back of the ship, and then as quick as it was there, it disappears. So we'll say roughly everybody could see Lyra, everybody except, and then Lyra couldn't see anybody else. So everybody saw Michael Smith Bronson, Wani Juhani, Katani. Yezin, you didn't see Gilly or the other two, and Nimbletooth and Snick, you saw everything.
Oh, jeez, Lyra. Warn a guy.
What the fuck did you put in that christening?
Truth.
With that, we'll call that the end of the fucking episode.
Solid.
What did you say the last time? She was like, something about like lying. Like she keeps catching people lying to her.
Yeah. Fucking truth. Jesus.
Damn.
Cause
Drop
that-
the mic.
Yep.
That's always a thing I
I'm
like.
sorry, the Mimichel.
Drop the mimic.
That's always the thing I see. What's it? It's like I forget what the turn of phrase is. It's something about how the sun sees your deeds, but the moon knows your lies, or something like that. It knows your secrets, some shit like that. It's like the moon knows your secrets, but the sun sees your deeds, something like that. But yeah, with that, that's how you end the fucking episode, old son.
Hell yeah.
Truth.
Galen.
Truth bomb.
Every
All right.
session, I learned more and more about my character that I had no idea.
I really gotta stop looking at the memes while Danny's giving explanations.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's see who's on. Browse. Let's do browse. We got a couple guys that are on that we raid normally. Oops. There we go. D&D. Let's find a fun one. Wow, these guys have like 3,000 viewers. Maybe Monday isn't the day to do it. Here we go. 13. I feel like that's a fun. It's a good number. You know what I mean?
Lucky number.
Yeah, let's see how these guys are doing. Of course, we're just gonna wait for an ad real quick. Feed is very choppy. Yeah, there's a lot going on with on my side. I'm gonna try and preload the maps from now on, but also too, my fucking everybody upstairs is streaming something, so that doesn't help.
May as well just crank him up to 16K.
At this point,
Go 32. I'm not even fucking around.
and I have a monitor that can fucking play. All right, there we go. Where'd it go? These guys, let's just listen to them real quick.
Okay.
We love visual aids.
I do like a visual aid.
Ooh, they're going to get visual aids. Yeah, that's a perfect time to. So we're gonna raid Blackwater D&D. Copy. Raid Control V. I'm getting used to it. Cool. Yes, we're gonna go raid these dudes. I also have to start putting the YouTube videos up because we're like fucking 3 back now. So that's my bad. Thanks, Liz. It was a great ending. That was a great ending. That was really good. I
missed all of it. I just got blinded by fucking Lyra throwing bottles.
Thank God Michael Smith Bronson didn't see it because there'd be so many fucking questions.
You sneaking in your rooms at night to experiment.
Good luck with that.
We're gonna go raid Blackwater right now, and then I'm gonna go hang out in chat for a little bit and read the memes because that's like my favorite pastime. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, Adam was on the job.
Yeah, it's gonna be game over. Perfect. So yes, we'll see you guys there.
Winners into.
If you guys want to stop by into the chat, we're all just gonna be hanging out and talking shit to each other. So.
Wait, one last drop. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Do you got something? Yeah.
Yeah, I just threw up the address for the stream for tomorrow, the VTM stream for tomorrow. So, if y'all are not doing anything on a Tuesday night, come and watch us play some VTM.
And that was for 30 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. I think we're shooting for 8 or 8:30. So around
You
the
put
same
it,
time.
put it in events on the Discord when you get a time.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, it auto-rated us because the timer ran out, so we're already over there now.
We're in.
But just as you finished up, so perfect.
Nice.